Did you always suspect that you would be the mother of 5, 6 children?
Oh, I wanted 7.
You wanted 7?
Hilliard's family was 7, and ours was 7, and each of my grandmothers had had 9, and I wanted 7 children. But by the time I had 5, I was 30 years old, and I decided that was enough.
So you only had one more? Or that you had 5?
I had 5. I had my 5th child when I was 30. Mm-hmm. Now girls start in at 30. They don't have children at 21 as I did. I was married at 19. And of course he was in France for a year. And when he came back, I had my first son very quickly. And within reasonable time, he was born in the yellow room up there, upstairs.
Most people had their children in the home then, didn't they?
My mother had all 7 of hers at
Were
home.
you afraid to have?
No, I had the doctor who had delivered my mother's last 2 children, a woman doctor. And I had a practical nurse. Of course, in those days, you didn't get up and take care of your baby at the end of 3 days. You stayed in bed for 2 weeks and were waited upon. Somebody else took care of the baby. And I still think they should. I'm old-fashioned. I just don't believe in this business of getting up and putting your baby on your back and walking out. But that's what they do. And I think it's an awful hardship on the young mother. Goodness, I stayed in the hospital after that. I had my next baby in a maternity home, and then a young doctor came to town, and we went to this young doctor. He was a nice bachelor man. And when I went to him with Hilliard in tow and Pudge practically in my arms, because I had the first 3 in 3 years and 3 years and 2 months, and told the doctor I was going to have another baby. And he looked at me and he said, "You're going to the hospital?" "Oh no, doctor, I'll go to a maternity home, but I won't go to a hospital." And I wouldn't have an anesthetic either. And he was a German. And he said, "If you want me for your doctor, you'll go to the hospital and you'll have an anesthetic." So I did. But it was pretty traumatic. He gave me a spinal, and it wasn't very good. I didn't like it. But for those 2, Marshall and Harrison, I had this doctor and obeyed him. And with the 3rd baby, she came so fast he couldn't do anything about it. She just came.
All right.
But
why do you think that they had that different? I mean, why did he want you to?
Well,
was he afraid that you'd have?
I don't know. He couldn't bear to see a woman suffer, I guess. And he thought you suffered.